it is time again. And I think you all know why we're here. Because there's another Dream Theater song that just dropped. So I've been seeing it on my YouTube suggestions coming up. About 6 or 7 different people have already reacted to this. So I've been making sure that I don't click on anything by accident, been making sure that I don't listen to anything or look at any lyrics or anything like that. So I wanted to get to this as fast as possible. The song title is called Fall Into the Light, and this is obviously from the new record, which is coming soon. We're already almost halfway through January, so we have about a month left before this actually comes out. So let's quickly get into this reaction video. Alright, I'm excited to get to this song. I'm kind of wondering, is it going to be kind of the same as Untethered Angel? Is it going to be completely different than Untethered Angel? I have a suspicion that it's going to be kind of similar, because it's obviously not going to be a long song. I think it doesn't look like it's going to be a long song anyway. And I think that you can't put a 20-minute epic song for your single to drop. I don't think a lot of people are going to, especially the mainstream, is not going to sit there and listen to it. So I just wonder if this is going to be completely different or if this is going to be pretty much the same thing as the last song. So here we go for the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Sounds like Metallica. Nice little background landscapes. Totally sounds like Metallica. I know he said he was going to be Metallica influenced, but ooh. Come on, man, Genie. Do those single rolls with one hand. The background is like Middle Earth. Good chorus. Yeah, the chorus is very catchy. Basic verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Good. Nice. Sounds like Learning to Live. Which I love Learning to Live, so. like a Count of Tuscany break. They're getting really into this like stop and then just this melodic break through heaven. Okay, that is a solo that sounds exactly like Kirk Hammett. Come on, man. I like Metallica, but you don't have to copy him that much. It's like Fade to Black kind of solo. Starting to get epic. Feel it. I like it. It's pretty epic. Back to that beginning part. Solo time. I like the keyboard sound. Sometimes Jordan chooses sounds I don't like, but I would say 90% of the time, picks good sounds. Nice. Come on, baby. Outro time. Oof. Alright, for the reaction, I had a couple thoughts that went through my head. And the first thing was, as I said in other videos, I don't go into this with huge expectations. I would say this song completely fits the Dream Theater mold. So with that, I mean, I'm not disappointed, but at the same time, I'm also not very like, wow, that was an amazing song. I think it was pretty right down the middle for Dream Theater. And the one thing that I was, obviously saying in critique during the reaction was, it sounded very, very much influenced by Metallica. Now, there have been other songs. They've been very clear about how Metallica's an influence, and I like Metallica. I think they have great riffs and great songs. I think it was As I Am, In the Middle of Peruvian Skies. There are definitely some Metallica influences in the past, but it almost seemed like in the past, they were like little snippets or maybe the beginning or the end, which I thought was going to be the same in this situation because it started out very Metallica-ish. But I feel like this song, almost throughout a lot of the song, was very Metallica influenced. So I would say I don't like or dislike that as much. I will say that I didn't like the solo part that sounded like Fade to Black. I didn't dislike it, but it was just kind of like, oh really? Like, come on, this is not Dream Theater. So overall though, I mean, it was a good break, a typical break that I said lately since Mike Portnoy's left. They've been doing more and more of these kind of breaks. I think it started when Portnoy was about to leave with like Count of Tuscany and those kind of songs, but it seems like it's becoming more of like a thing for them to like have this break and then into this like melodic kind of section and then back into something else. I did like the end. I've always said that Dream Theater is amazing at outros, and this is a good outro. It builds very well. I think the chorus, which is another thing Dream Theater does very well, is very, very catchy, kind of like Untethered Angel, kind of nice and melodic. So I give them credit for that. So I would say, like in comparing it to Untethered Angel, if I had to give this song a score, I would give it probably a 7.5, maybe an 8. Because I think it was basically like Untethered Angel, except it had a little bit more meat to it. It seemed like it had a little bit more of a construction and like a little bit more of like a cohesive kind of idea to it than a kind of simple Untethered Angel song where it's obviously geared towards the mainstream. This was like mainstream with a little extra. So that's why I would give it a little bit more of a higher score, 7.5, 8 maybe, because I think it had a little bit more meat than Untethered Angel, but essentially it was kind of the same song. It was very, very similar, which my assumption at the beginning was correct, that I felt like it was going to be pretty similar, and I'd say it was within the same ballpark, at least. So I did hear that they were going to drop a third song at some point before the album actually comes out. So once again, I'll come back and I will try to, do a reaction to that song, and hopefully it's a good song like these two. I would hope that's even better, because right now I'd say these two songs are kind of middle of the road, which again I expected when they drop singles. They're going to be more middle of the road kind of songs. But I hope the next song is kind of like, we don't give a fuck about the fans, or not the people who are not fans, but we really want to give the fans what's going to happen. And at that point they give us one of their more intricate, deeper songs. That's what I'm hoping for in the third song. So tell me if you agree, tell me if you disagree. I kind of briefly, after I listened to it, looked at the lyrics, and the lyrics were kind of weak. It just seemed like this, we're going to try to be very mysterious and weird. And I think that is a big loss since Mike Portnoy left. Mike Portnoy contributed a lot of good lyrics, and John Petrucci were mostly the lyric people. I don't know if John wrote this. It doesn't seem like a John Petrucci song. I wonder if this is a Mike Mangini edition. But it does have the feel of John Petrucci because he likes to talk in the ethereal kind of feeling. But it seemed kind of boring and simple and not really a big message or anything like that. So kind of quickly disappointed with that, but I didn't look at it too deep, so I'll have to look at the lyrics again. So in the comments section, let me know if you disagree, agree, what you think. And as always, click like and subscribe, and look for more content coming soon. Thank you so much. The captain is out.